deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does. And they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida. From first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Back out at Sparkman High School, the Senators win this one by a final score of 51-0 over the Grissom Tigers. It was an impressive showing, John, from the opening kickoff as Amari Jabbar took the opening kick 94 yards for the score. Wasn't very long after that Jonathan Rozier caught a couple of hitch routes, set that defense up, and was able to then get behind them. And he and Josh Ward connected on a 47-yard touchdown pass. Then it was Brody Slate getting into the end zone with a 5-yard touchdown reception from the hand of Ward. And then Jaden Drip Thomas gets on the board with a couple of scores in the second quarter with a 15-yard touchdown run and a 1-yard touchdown run. Then late in the second, it was a safety to put the score at the half, 37-0. In the second half, Sparkman only got the ball for one offensive play and 9 seconds in the third quarter. Grissom was able to run the ball and control the clock. However, John, there was a mistake made by Leeburn as he threw into traffic, and Jaden Chambers capitalized on that play.
Oh, yeah. He was right there for the ball. And that's kind of a thing that really this Grissom team has been struggling with, is trying to open up their offense by, implementing a different formation altogether and trying to pass the ball. And right now, still really difficult for the team to do. They've only really been doing it for the last 2 games, but moving forward, they're going to have an extra week to kind of get ready for this matchup against the Austin Black Bears. And although it's going to be a tough matchup, they should be able to clean out a little bit of those kinks that have been putting them down in these last 2 matchups as they've been trying to implement this shotgun formation that takes away from their regular wing T formation that we usually see.
So after J-Rock's 60-yard interception return, Jaden Scott finished off the scoring with a 1-yard touchdown run. And your final score, Sparkman Senators 51 on a homecoming night, and the Grissom Tigers nothing. So, John, that brings us to our player of the game, which we have not discussed. Normally we discuss it in the break. So the question for you, there are plenty of gentlemen to pick from.
I know. Several different players for Sparkman have scored tonight. Special teams, defense, on offense. It's really tough to really make one decision, but
Ward had...
If this is the thing, this game could have been way more out of hand if Sparkman was able to score at the end of that first half as well, because it was Bodner. He was about to get it to the end zone as well. So that would have been another person we could put on this list. But J-Rock also had a punt return all the way for a touchdown that was called back. But also he's got the 60-yard interception. So there's a lot of different things that have been taken back from the penalties. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think it's an overall great performance from this team. I don't think there's one player you can really look at and say they did it, because the entire team, every single side of the ball, really did it for this Sparkman Senators team.
So you're just going to take the easy way out and you're just not going to pick a guy? Is that what you're telling me?
You were the one that threw it on me, so do you want to go for somebody?
I think we got to pick somebody.
Okay.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Amari Jabbar as my guy, because it was Amari Jabbar who set the tone on the opening kickoff, taking it 94 yards. And honestly, throughout the course of the game, he made some plays as well on offense, whether he be blocking, whether he be catching swing passes and other things like that. I think that you're right. I think that there's really probably 5 or 6 guys on the team that literally could take it home. Drip Thomas had two touchdown 2 touchdowns on the ground as well.
Jonathan Rozier with the
yeah.
acrobatic catches on the sidelines as well as that big touchdown.
Rozier did have a terrific game as well. He's another guy. He's probably my second choice.
Yeah.
But the point is just once again, Sparkman proving themselves to be an all-around football team in each and every facet of the game. They come out and they dominate on homecoming, and now they get some time to rest up and get healthy before James Clements on the 6th. John, they have outscored their opponents.
Tell me it.
What was it? I got to pull it up.
200 and something to 18.
226 to 18. Not only that, but the only team to score on them this season is Austin with those 18 points.
And we also have to remember that the first game of the season was cut short going into halftime.
Yeah, could have been worse than that.
Could have been worse.
So really, they have 4 shutouts through 5 games and have only given up 18 points in 5 games.
Yeah, and for Coach Dutton, for this Grissom team, he's going to have to wait a little bit longer until he can defeat him, because this is the 3rd year in a row. Well, this is the 4th year in a row, actually, that they will be dropping one to the Sparkman Senators.
Sparkman's defense is averaging 3.6 points a game as far as what they give up. That'll do it for the Sparkman Senators here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Another blowout victory for the Senators. This team is impressive. If you haven't had a chance to see him on the field yet, I encourage you to do so. They will be at James Clements in 2 weeks, and then they have Bob Jones, Huntsville, Florence, and they'll finish up the season with Muscle Shoals right here at home. For John Abraham, I am Joe Abraham. Your final score on homecoming night here at Sparkman High School: the Senators 51, Tigers nothing. This has been Sparkman Senator football on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Sparkman Senator Football on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Senator Football is brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing, Flow Supreme Air Sports, Woody Anderson Ford, Huntsville Hospital Spine and Neuro Center, Valley Equipment Rental. We service the needs of contractors, landscapers, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers alike. And by the Huntsville Sports Commission. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hunting and tailgating season is on us, and at Woody Anderson Ford, we believe it's time you got serious about an F-150. We've got nearly 150 to choose from, and without a doubt, one of the best F-150 values on the road today is our STX package. You get 290 hard-working horses, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission that'll take you everywhere, from that tree stand to downtown Tuscaloosa. Body-colored bumpers, halogen headlamps, 20-inch machined aluminum wheels, and lots of tech too, like a rear-view camera with dynamic hitch assist, which you boaters and RVers will love. A 2023 Woody Anderson Ford F-150 STX packs a punch, but doesn't cost a bunch. You can drive one for $499 a month. $499. 36-month lease with $52.10 due at signing. No security deposit plus tax, tag, and title. Includes $399 dealer fee with your good credit. Offer ends September 30th. Call 539-9441 for complete details. Woody Anderson Ford. Hope to see you soon.
Want to see what I bring to the party?
Congratulations to The Drive as we celebrate a decade of Wes and Steve. Here's to 10 more.
Now Sonny and Cher would say, that's on you, babe.
97.7 ESPN The Zone. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline now, 256-576-4977. That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's your host, Scott Tyson.
And with that, we are running. It is the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. And my, oh my, that calendar reads September 22nd. We say it all the time. This is week 3 of region play. Tonight, we're going to start finding out true contenders for region titles. You're not going to win a playoff berth tonight, but boy, oh boy, a win tonight will go a long way for several teams to find their way to the playoffs. And you know what? Several teams will put themselves in position tonight to find their way to a region championship. We have got some scores going on. We have still got games going on all across North Alabama. If you're in the Huntsville area, over on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, if you have their app downloaded, you can click on Zone 5. Huntsville and Bob Jones playing over at Joe Davis Stadium. Tom Abraham on the call.
Play clock down to 14 seconds. They're going to let that thing run down.
And they'll go heavy formation to the near side. Double tight. No split ends. 3 men in the backfield plus Washington. Washington takes the snap, waits for the blocking to set up, and then plunges forward for about 5 more yards. So they just keep working on that defensive front 7 of the Panthers and pounding away. I mean, this is old school, man.
It's like Christian Okoye was playing quarterback here.
Yeah.
That's Tom Abraham on the call there. Just a little live look in from 97.7 ESPN Zone over in Huntsville. We want to welcome everybody for tuning in. 104.7 WLAY in Florence, Muscle Shoals. 105.9 WKLS in Gadsden and Anniston. We appreciate everybody for listening tonight. I tell you what, let's run down what we have right now. Let's start in Class 7A Region 4.
Class 7A scores.
All right, the Austin Black Bears at home tonight taking on the Albertville Aggies. And the Austin Black Bears, they growl big tonight. They get a win 56-13. That was a big win for Jeremy Perkins and company. They needed that one as they grabbed their first region win of the season. Austin had come into tonight 0-2 in region play. Now they move to 1-2. The big one was over in Brawley Stadium tonight. Florence welcoming James Clemens. 8th meeting all time between the Jets. Jets with a 4-3 edge in this one. Florence came in tonight with the 4th best scoring defense in all of Class 7A, giving up just 10 points a contest. James Clemens came in flying high offensively, averaging over 31 points a contest. Both teams coming in 2-0 in region play. Something had to give. This one a low-scoring ball game. A defensive contest goes the way of the Jets tonight on the road. James Clemens, a big one. They get it done, 14-7 over Florence. We mentioned Bob Jones in Huntsville. That one's still going on over at Joe Davis Stadium. We have got plenty of eyeballs on that one. Over in Harvest tonight, homecoming for the Sparkman Senators. Big time here. Sparkman cracking the top 10 rankings in Class 7A, checking in at number 10 this week. They get it done 51-0 over Grissom. Sparkman was off to a 2-0 region start for the 6th time in the last 7 seasons. 3 other times, also 2-0. 3 other teams in region play started the night 2-0. James Clemens in Florence. We know James Clemens moves to 3-0. Sparkman moves to 3-0. Now, since 2000, the Senators are 31-1 when allowing less than 10 points in a game. You can make that 32-1. And the Senators have been playing for